Right guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have got my ALPINESTARS supertech R10 in my hands. That is because I'm doing sort of a little bit of an update video for you. So I've had it for 4 months now. So I just thought I'd talk about all the things that I've noticed whilst using it over the past 4 months, and some things that I sort of found that I don't like about it. So we're going to start off with the obvious one here, and I think it's just a little bit loud still. So my old helmet was really quite loud. This one is definitely a little bit quieter, but it's still ridiculously loud. And for the price I paid, I don't really know if it's worth it, to be honest. But I do absolutely love the design, and I think that's something that's like caught my eye a little bit and made me really want to buy it. And like the aerodynamics and all that shit is fucking sick, but I don't know if it's worth spending £1.5 on, to be honest, or however much I paid for it. I can't remember how much it was. Another thing I've noticed, this one's a good one though, my padding is still ultra soft. Like, it's super squishy, super soft. Like, my other one started to get a little bit scratchy on my face, so I'm glad that this padding is actually really good. Another thing I've noticed as well, whilst I'm not filming, I like to open the vents a little bit, and the airflow on the actual helmet on the inside keeps my head nice and cool, to be honest, especially on these like warmer days that we've been having recently. It definitely helps. I also got a comment the other day. It was someone talking about this helmet is a new rider that's getting his license at some point soon, and they were saying that they've tested out the ALPINESTARS supertech R10, and they were saying that they've tested this against like the Shoei Air or some shit. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Shoei helmet. And he said that this one was like just ridiculously loud compared, and it was just the looks that he loved about this helmet that made him buy it. And I think that's the same for everyone, to be honest. And if anyone tells you otherwise, I think they're lying if they didn't buy it just because of how sick. Because that's, honestly, that's the reason I bought it. I think it looks sick. I did watch like a few reviews and stuff, but the main reason is it looks sick. And like riding at 50 mile an hour, the wind's not horrendous, but I can still hear it quite a lot. And I mean, I think that's going to be the same for pretty much every helmet at this point. It's going to be difficult to get like a helmet that's just completely silent to wind noise, because you're out in the elements, mate. It's just what you're going to hear. Obviously some helmets are louder than others just because of like the quality of material and stuff. So in my opinion, this helmet is really quite good if you're willing to spend the money. If you're like umming and ahhing about it and you think, oh, I don't really know, then don't spend the money on it. There's plenty of other helmets out there that you can get that look similar, I imagine. Because my previous helmet, that was quite cool, I must admit, it was sick, but I dropped it too many times and it had scrapes, scuffs and bumps all over it, and I just wanted to replace it with something new. I didn't want to get the same one again. So that's when I went into a rabbit hole of helmets that look like this, and I was like, what, ALPINESTARS done one, let's have a look at this bad boy. And I was like, whoa, get on, that looks sick. So I did loads of research, but my mind would just set on it straight away as soon as I saw it. I tried to blank sort of the reviews that said it were a little bit loud, but I was used to having a ridiculously loud helmet, so it's not something that I was really too bothered about, to be honest. So I fucking went for it, boys. Saved up, went for it. And you know what? I think it was a good decision from me, because if I didn't buy it, I would have been like, oh, I wonder what it's like, I should have bought this one. But now that I know what it's like, if it breaks, would I replace it? And the answer to that question is, I don't think I would. And my simple reason being, not because it's that bad of a helmet that I wouldn't replace it with the same helmet. I kind of want to test loads of different helmets. So I kind of want like a big range of helmets that I've tested, so then I can determine which one is the better one, and then I can just stick with it then. Because you never know, you're never going to know until you try them out, are you? So I think that's what I'm going to do. And if this channel gets big enough, I could, I don't know, ask companies to send me some to test. Because you know what? That is something that I actually really want to do with this channel. I kind of want to do tests and reviews and shit. Because I do have fun riding around like I do. But I think it's just better to go down like the testing and reviewing sort of side of it. Because I can have fun on loads of different bikes. Hopefully I can have fun on using loads of different helmets, different gear, testing things, and giving my honest review on it. Because I'm the kind of guy that likes to just sit and watch different reviews on different things all day. I could literally sit and do it all day. So I think that's sort of the way that I want to go about it, if I can. But right now it's just having the money to buy all these different things to review, because I ain't got no money. So I can't afford to be spending 600, 500 on different helmets, different gear. So something that I have noticed, I don't know if it's a vent or what, but I'll show you just right now. I'll put it in. There's like a little bit of like white venty looking shit that's like little flaps that open, but you can't close them. And I've had a feel on the inside of the helmet and it's got like a little air hole, so I imagine air does flow through that part of the helmet. Why on earth did they make it so it can't close? Because I feel like that's putting towards the fucking wind noise and stuff, and it's really quite annoying that you can't close it. That is something that I have noticed over the months. Like, because you know what I'm like, I like to ride in the rain, I ride in whatever weather I want, I don't care. And my face gets bloody freezing, man. And I know it's just two little vent things, but still. Cold, when it's cold it gets freezing. It gets very cold. Hey, what's going off here? I feel like that should be a thing that can close, to be honest. I mean, I feel like I could probably put tape on the inside and it would close it off, but still, I shouldn't have to do that on an helmet that I spent nearly $1.5 grand on. And I'm kind of torn between this or the AVG Pista. And I sort of like didn't know which one to go for. And I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to go for the one that I think looks nicer. So I went for this one. But I feel like I want to test that at some point as well. But I am not spending another grand on an helmet. That's going to have to be a thing that I either have to have more than enough money for it, or I'm not buying it. Because I don't know if I can warrant spending $1 grand on an helmet again. Like, I could buy a full set of gear, like boots, gloves, leather pants, leather jacket, and a helmet for that price alone, and I've put it into a helmet. Make that make sense? another thing as well, it's not got, I don't know what to call it, it's like a chin curtain or something. That's what I'm gonna call it, yeah. It's that little thing, a little bit of mesh that goes across the bottom of your helmet to cover your chin up, just to keep the wind out a little bit. It don't come with one of them, well, at least a proper one anyway. So it comes with 2 replacement parts. It's like a chin spoiler thing, so it's like a little bit of plastic that flows the wind down, and it comes with like a tiny little mesh thing, and that's what I've got in now. And I thought, oh, that'll help at least a little bit surely, but no, it did nothing. So that's another thing that I don't like about it. And if I'm honest, I feel like I'm saying a lot more cons than I am pros about this thing. Because what's my pros? Well, it looks nice and the padding's comfy, but other than that, there's not really anything else, is there? Bloody hell, that bike's rapid me. Nice, how's that? Oh, plenty of time to get past him. Plenty of time, boy! Let's go! Woo! Are you ready for fucking rev match? Because I ain't got a quick shift of rev match. Oh! I'm gonna be stuck behind a van on this road though, which is not fun, is it? Let's go! Biker friend, biker friend. Whee! Why is there so many cars here from? Unless if there's some sort of like wedding or some shit, I don't know. Let's just park up. Well, I was completely wrong about why there were so many cars there, and unfortunately it's because there's a funeral going off because a motorcyclist crashed at some point last month, I'm pretty sure it was, and unfortunately passed away. So yeah, it's a very difficult thing to talk about when like riding bikes, to be honest, because it happens far too much. People riding and they get into accidents, and obviously you've got really no protection apart from the gear you're wearing, and more often than not it ends in an accident, like it ends in death, unfortunately. It's really sad, it is honestly really sad. But the bikers that came together and pulled off something, I'm gonna say magical, to be honest, for the family and for the guy that died. Unfortunately, there was a massive group of people that did a ride out for him. But let's lift the mood up a little bit and let's talk about the pros and cons of this bike helmet. So we've got pros. The pros are, it's super lightweight because it's carbon fibre. It's got multiple layers of protection on it. Honestly, I think it looks sick. It's personal preference, but I'm putting that as a pro. It looks absolutely mega. What else have we got? The aerodynamics on this helmet are insane. So it's obviously got its little winglets and stuff. It's got the spoiler thing at the back. So that's another thing. What else do we have? It comes with a pin lock ready visor, which, I mean, a lot of helmets these days do. And it comes with a tinted visor as well as a clear one. What else do we have? I think that's pretty much it for the pros, to be honest. So let's move on to the cons, the things that aren't so great. I'm going to start off with this thing here, the blooming visor clip here. It's so difficult to get off, and sometimes you want to just lift it up real quick just to get a blast of fresh air to your face. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. You're going to be sat there for 5 minutes trying to fucking open it. Honestly, it's like putting your phone onto a quad lock. It's so difficult, man, for no reason. Well, that's the first one. The second one, wind noise. Obviously, it's a fairly loud helmet. I don't know how to properly determine how loud it is, but it's a loud helmet. The price, it is ridiculously expensive for what it is, and people will pay it, like myself. I've paid for how much it cost, which is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous price for a helmet, I must admit, but I wanted it, so I bought it. Also, like, sort of contradicting itself a little bit, if that's the right word, the aerodynamics. For your casual day-to-day rider, it's a bit overkill for what it is. Like, the amount of aerodynamics that it has is ridiculous, and obviously for a normal bog standard rider, it's not needed. It's really just not needed, but I like it. There's also another thing as well. If you've got like an intercom or something, there's really not many places you can put it. For this helmet, I've seen people put it where I've put it, really far back, or even behind the spoiler, or like underneath the spoiler bit, because there's literally barely anywhere that you can actually put it. And even still, where I've got it, it's not fully stuck onto my helmet, it's only stuck on by one half. If you're wanting to put an intercom system on it, it is definitely a struggle. I mean, it's got like the little cups on the inside so you can put your speakers in it, so they're not like properly irritating your head, but it's difficult to find an actual spot to put it. Another thing as well, I don't know if you can see, but there's like these little like vent things here somewhere. I can't feel them there. Just underneath the visor, there's one on the left and one on the right. Like I said, I don't know if it's a vent or not, because it's like underneath your like the cheek pad. But I feel like that's got something to do with the wind noise, surely, because if you look behind it, there's like little gaps, like where air can get in. I don't know what it's actually for. I replied to a guy in the comments saying that it's a vent that you can't close. But if I'm honest, I'm not 100% sure if it is or not. I kind of just said that thinking that it was, but having looking at it again, I really don't think it is. But hey ho, it's got a hole where air can go in, so I'm calling it a vent. Right, that's fun, isn't it? You know, it's even more fun, boys. Are you ready for this? I can just fucking filter straight through all this, boy. Whee! Whee! Oh. Let's go. Round the corner we go. Whee! I could have gone faster around there, but I decided not to for some reason. Right, anyway, that is the end of today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy me talking about this helmet and what my opinion on it is. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.